27 minutes gone past the hour of 7 o'clock. This is where we say good morning to you, Grenada, Carrier, Cupidi, Martinique, the rest of the Eastern Caribbean, the rest of the world. It's Tuesday, the 15th day of October in the year 2024. A good time to say good morning to the world. Yeah, good morning, good morning, good morning. Mary E. Banks, good morning to you. Eulin Alexander, Samantha Williams, Mildred Smith and Shem, good morning to you. Also Zamora Plenty, good morning. How you doing? Hope everybody's doing fine. Yes, we know life is tough, but you've got what it takes to, to progress, you've got to just hold on. Catherine Phillip, good morning. Jillian McIntyre. Eulin, how you doing? Dance for us this morning. It's a good day to have a good day. As I journey to this distant land, a special call to the folks from Nawasa, the people in La Pastora and surrounding areas are complaining that the water was taken from them unannounced. So please, there's nothing wrong with, if you've got to do what you've got to do, you've got to do what you've got to do. But it's important that the people get to know that is going to happen, because what water is. So we have a situation where lots of children and even adults can't, do their daily stuff today. Children can't go to school. Some parents might not be able to go to work because they were not expecting this disruption in the water. So Nawasa, please do something about it, right? Wendy Williams, good morning to you. Michelle Bernard. Monica Meros Williams, good morning, good morning, good morning to all those of you in the diaspora. Sylvina Charles, good morning. Yeah, good morning, Auntie Elsa and Trevs and Sammy and Poddy and Skita and the little children. I can't remember their names, But good morning to you all. Get well quick, bro. Not forgetting Uncle Glyden and Curtie and Kali and Cassie and Kelshon and Judy Plenty, good morning. How you doing? Nice. How is Zamora? Jasmine Dawati Dansham. Miranda Clark, good morning. The folks inside of River Sally, good morning to you. Latas, Plains, Rose Hill, La Fortune, Madays. Veronica Sandy's in the building. Folks, the word of the day today, that word of the day today is frabjous. 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 And it means wonderful, elegant, and superb. Here's how we can use that word in a sentence. The children had a frabjous time at the amusement park. 24 minutes on to 7. Well, just turned 23. Good morning, sexy. How you doing, bro? Yeah, say sexy, and everybody's saying, might be thinking, who's that lady talking about? That's my partner. The best body workman on the island. Yeah, Bellevue, good morning. Good morning to your dad, too, and the folks inside of Wester Hall. Johnny and Saltfish and Angus and the guys. Chief, good morning to you and the family. Good morning to you, Mr. Ruben and the wife in Calavini. That's Calavini or Wester Hall? It could be Wester Hall, right? Yeah, good morning, Shaquille, man, everybody. Shaquille, yeah, good.
This is the day.
Let's rejoice and be glad.
Let us rejoice and be glad in it. Yeah, my pride.
Good morning to the bossmen of the nation, each and every one of you. Know your role, right? Your role is very important. As you help people commute to and from the jobs and the business, whatever the business is. As we head to the motivational tip of the day, good morning to Nadisha and the folks inside of Cafe and surrounding areas. Nakita and Ryan and the Sanderson family, good morning. All right. right, it says walk to your goal firmly and with bold steps. Walk to your goal firmly and with bold steps. Yeah, don't do it haphazardly, boldly. Yeah. This is what I am going to do, and do it affirmatively. Yeah, no sticking, as they say.
So even though my life
Curl Shoe, good morning. Latent and Pomrose.
I know you got
Mount Agnes.
to turn this thing,
Yeah.
'cause
Apretute.
miracle that my God can do.
Coming down south to the folks inside of Lansapine. Good morning, Lansapine. Frequente, Gigi Giles and Denzo. And Daphne and everybody, good morning.
Oh, merciful Father, you provide.
Point Celine, good morning.
Oh, Father,
Caliste,
my daily bread. Oh,
Grandens Valley.
through your grace my soul is fed.
The nutrition health tip is up next.
Oh, my child. Oh, my child.
Follow these steps and you'll be fine. Drink lots of water, keep the body.
Breast milk contains all the nutrients a baby needs to thrive during the first few months and years of its life. The milk helps to support the baby's brain growth and the development of children. Many women face challenges with breastfeeding for many reasons. Here are a few ways mothers can boost their nutritional intake to improve breastfeeding. According to the Center for Disease Control, women who are breastfeeding need to add 330 to 400 kilocalories per day to their daily caloric intake, compared to other women who are not. Additionally, lactating mothers should consume foods that are rich in choline and iodine, as these are essential nutrients needed for the body to function adequately during the first year of pregnancy. Great sources of iodine and choline are dairy products, eggs, seafood, iodized table salt, protein food groups, beans, peas, and lentils. Other essential nutrients are iron, calcium, protein, and vitamin D. Although seafood like fish are great sources of iodine, breastfeeding women should avoid eating more than 2 portions of oily fish per week, as fish contains mercury, which can negatively affect the child's development. Foods which contain caffeine like coffee, chocolate, and energy drinks should also not be consumed. Breastfeeding mothers are advised to include a variety of foods in their daily diets and to include foods that include a variety of fruits and vegetables, unsweetened juice and smoothies, starchy foods like sweet potatoes, whole grain bread, whole grain pasta, brown rice and provision, whole grain breakfast cereals, beans and lentils, eggs and lean meat. Dairy and dairy alternatives like milk, cheese, yogurt, and nut milk can also be incorporated. Women should also increase their fluid intake or drink the recommended daily intake of water to stay hydrated. It is recommended that while breastfeeding, you have a glass of water, low-fat milk, or a sugar-free drink beside you. Follow the GFNC's socials for more information on nutrition and women's health in the month of May. Until next time, the Grenada Food and Nutrition Council reminds you to look, eat, and feel well.
Rolls ring a bell? Yes, they keep the body working.
This
18 minutes on to 7 o'clock, and let's see what's buzzing this morning. Buzzing, government refutes claims of privatization of hospitals, yeah? The Education Ministry requests that teachers report to work as normal. In the region, new cannabis industry in Barbados facing banking issues. Yeah, the financial sector doesn't want to allow them to open bank accounts so that they can bank the proceeds.
there is no
Internationally, Israel intensifies assault on northern Gaza amid growing fears of siege. And in sports,
thank you.
West Indies women to face England today, and of course, Brandon King and Evan Lewis, they lead West Indies to comfortable 5-wicket win over Sri Lanka
For the sac-
in their first T20.
oh, merciful Father. Oh, yes.
More details to these and more after in the newscast. Reaching out and say good morning to Eggies, man. Eggies does study it, you know. As I told you all, we have You know, Eggies and Flap, we have there's all fours classes on Thursdays, you know, so you can come learn how to play this thing, alright? Good morning, Mr. Gordon. Say happy birthday to my daughter Ashanta Bernard for me, please. That's coming from Michelle Bernard. Ashanta Bernard, happy birthday to you. And also happy birthday to you, Nus Stephanie, and your grands. It's coming from Yulin. Good morning, Nutmeg Queen. I pray that something can be done so that the teachers will be satisfied and children could be in school today. Folks, we've got to take that break. We've got the AM edition of News, Sports, and the weather coming up. Don't you go anywhere. Stick and stay with us.
Tourism is me. Tourism is you. Tourism is everybody, and tourism connects us all.
Did you know that tourism generates revenue and foreign exchange earnings?
Did you know it stimulates infrastructural development and facilitates cultural exchange among people?
You must know tourism is linked to all industries,
from agriculture to construction.
So support the industry today and be welcoming to all our visitors.
Tourism is my business. Tourism is your business. Tourism is our business. Listen, one and all. Tourism connects us all.
A message from the Ministry of Tourism
and the Grenada Tourism Authority.
Win a living room makeover with Quartz Ready Cash. One lucky winner will get a chance to win a living room makeover with any cash loan. No security required and affordable monthly payments. It's quick, easy, and hassle-free. Visit one of our locations for more information about getting your Ready Cash loan today. This month is all about you with Quartz Ready Cash. Ready when you are. Terms and conditions apply.
Grenada is invited to be a part of the National Heroes Day commemoration on Saturday, October 19th, 2024 at Progress Park in St. Andrew from 9:30 a.m. to 12 midday. National Heroes Day will be commemorated under the theme Unity.
This is the GBN Morning News for today, Tuesday, October 15th, 2024. Coming up in the news, government refutes claims of privatization of hospitals. Education Ministry requests that teachers report to work as normal. In the region, the new cannabis industry in Barbados facing banking issues. Internationally, Israel intensifies assault on northern Gaza amidst growing fears of siege. And in sports, Brandon King and Evan Lewis lead West Indies to comfortable 5-wicket win over Sri Lanka in the first T20. And West Indies women face England today in the T20 Women's World Cup. We've got the details to these and more after these messages.
Served Grenada for decades, we are the #1 and largest electrical supplier.
Hi, welcome to Sunny Electrical. How may I help?
We offer electrical wiring accessories, tools, and appliances for all residential, commercial, and industrial applications, which is what we are known for. And we expanded our products with new innovative ways to modernize your home. New homeowners will be captivated in our lighting showrooms.
Some more pendant lights here. These are very multifunctional because they can work for kitchens, living rooms, bedrooms.
We have a wide selection of lighting, ranging from indoor to outdoor and solar. We are also available for site visit services to assist you with selecting the perfect light for your forever home. We are located at Dusty Highway in Grenada, St. George. Sudden Electrical. Best value, expert advice, quality products. We hope to see you soon.
Dollar Savers, Chillaxin Cafe, Vibe Island Drinks and the Blue Light Gin, and Chateau de la Motte, Grenada. Proud partners of the 18th Annual Hubbard's Legends in Concert. Saturday, October 26th, Grenada Trade Center, 7:30 p.m.
Good morning. With the details, I am Gordon Joseph. Minister of Education David Andrew is urging all teachers to return to work, reaffirming the government's commitment to resolving the issue of delayed payments. The ministry is actively working with the Grenada Union of Teachers, the GUT, and public service partners to ensure that all outstanding salaries are processed. According to the ministry, less than 5% of teachers did not receive September salary due to delays in the reappointment process. During an emergency press conference on Monday, Minister Andrew provided updates on ongoing discussions with the GUT, which included 2 formal meetings on October 3rd and 8th and several telephone conversations. The GUT submitted 2 lists of affected teachers, one on October 9th with 57 names and another on October 10th with 14 more. Now, while the ministry acknowledges the challenges faced by teachers, it expressed concern over the recent absences from work which have disrupted the learning process. The ministry stressed that no formal communication has been received from the GUT regarding industrial action, and they are unaware of any activation of the grievance mechanism. Minister Andrew expresses that a long-term solution is already on the way to dealing with the issue, as they are now in discussion to hire a consultant who will review and reconstruct the payroll system. Meanwhile, the Ministry of Health has acknowledged a recent social media post claiming that all government-operated hospitals will be privatized beginning in January 2025. It aims to clarify that these assertions are false, misleading, and intentionally crafted to incite unnecessary panic and confusion among the public. The ministry reassures citizens and staff that all government-operated hospitals will remain under public ownership. In response, Health Minister Philip Telesford stated, and I quote, "The government of Grenada has no intention to privatize any of its 3 state-owned hospitals. Enhancing healthcare remains a top priority for the government of Grenada, and several structural changes are anticipated soon." Recently, the Ministry of Health has formed a strategic partnership with Mount Sinai Hospital, based in New York, for a period of 18 months to help improve the services provided. Mount Sinai will collaborate closely with local staff with the shared goal of strengthening service delivery. This partnership with Mount Sinai does not signify a move toward privatization. According to the Health Ministry, government is funding a service and there are defined delivery targets associated with the agreement. In the initial 3 months, Mount Sinai will conduct a thorough assessment of operations to identify areas of improvement. The subsequent 15 months will involve the experts working directly with local staff to enhance the management of the facilities. That concludes the local segment of news. Stay with us. The regional roundup and international developments, they are straight ahead. 7 o'clock. At this time, we now join the Caribbean News Desk for this morning's edition of the Regional Roundup.
From the Caribbean News Desk, the morning edition. Good morning. I'm Kendall Morgan.
And I'm Dennis Chabot with the latest from across the Caribbean.
Several political researchers have been expressing concern that only 4 former British colonies have opted to sever full political ties with the former British colonial masters and become republics. They've noted that while 12 have secured political independence, only Trinidad and Tobago, Guyana, Dominica, and Barbados have become republics, with the president replacing the monarch as head of state. UWI senior history lecturer Dr. Henderson Carter tells CBC BBC TV that even in the case of Barbados, which was the last to take the Republican step in 2021, it took the country 55 years to do so after it attained independence in 1966.
Why did it take so long, 55 years, for Barbados to move towards republicanism? I raised the point about the importation of British culture in Barbados. That culture that sought to give expression to what I call British celebrations. And that was significant because it kept us wedded to the British monarchy.
Jamaica is widely expected to be the next Caribbean country to become a republic, since it has been recommended by a constitutional reform committee which reported to Parliament in May this year. But public law expert with Oxford Brookes University in the UK, Dr. Derek O'Brien, says Jamaica's route to republic status has been tortuous since independence.
Jamaica was in the vanguard of the independence movement in the 1960s, and together with Trinidad and Tobago, just over a decade later, Trinidad and Tobago have become a republic, and yet 50 years later, Jamaica remains a constitutional monarchy. And what also makes Jamaica fascinating is just how tortuous the process of becoming a republic has been in Jamaica. It was first talked about back in 1972 when Michael Manley set up a constitutional reform commission, and since then power has swung backwards and forwards between the two main political parties.
And UWI's constitutional affairs specialist Professor Hamid Ghani feels there is not much appetite among the remaining Caribbean countries for the move towards republicanism.
One of the things that we need to appreciate is that there are only 4 republics in the Commonwealth Caribbean, and this is spreading over a period of time from 1970, when Guyana became a republic, 76 Trinidad and Tobago, 1978 Dominica became a republic at independence, and Barbados in 2021. That 43-year period is one that suggested that there really is not an energy to pursue republicanism in the wider Commonwealth Caribbean, because many governments, with the exception of St. Vincent and the Grenadines in 2009, have not really put it on the agenda for constitutional reform.
Jamaica's Prime Minister Andrew Holness has been urging his ruling Jamaica Labour Party supporters to join the information dissemination battle against what he calls skewed narratives by sections of the country's media. Prime Minister Holness made the call to a party conference while stressing the importance of a free press to Jamaica's democracy.
We have seen the media landscape in Jamaica change dramatically and radically, and what the Jamaica Labour Party must do as we enter into the battle for your minds is ensure that we put the information out there in the traditional media, but in all forms of media, to ensure that the people of Jamaica have the balanced and accurate view of what is happening in their country.
In Guyana, controversy is brewing over the government's estimated $1,000 cash grant per household. While the government plans to use water and electricity bills or rent receipts to determine who makes up a household, there are lingering questions about how well that system will work. There are also concerns that large families will end up with less money per person, while small ones will benefit more. Former Finance Minister Winston Jordan told an opposition People's National Congress Reform interview program that poor families usually have more children compared to the middle class. He says the best option is to distribute $500, that's 100,000 Guyana dollars per person, and use information from the Guyana Elections Commission, Guyana Revenue Authority, and the National Insurance Scheme to determine accurately who are the recipients.
To avoid this problem that is inherent in this issue about households, they should step back and say, listen, we are going to be giving $100,000 to adult Guyanese residents. That is easier. Because first of all, you don't have to have a problem anymore about defining households.
This has been the morning edition from the Caribbean News Desk. You may contact us by phone or WhatsApp at +592 700 9293. Thanks for listening.
And looking further afield, Israeli forces have intensified their squeeze around the Jabalia camp in northern Gaza, killing at least 10 people queuing for food, according to Palestinian medics, and ordered people to evacuate as they pass on their ground assault on the area. The Israeli army launched a ground assault again in the northern Gaza 10 days ago, including the Beit Hanun and Beit Lahia, backed by warplanes. The army has continued to pound the ravaged area that has seen multiple assaults throughout the year-long war. More than 400,000 people remain trapped in the area. They have been unable to move southwards after the Israeli military ordered forced evacuations due to security concerns. That rounds up the regional roundup and international news. Stay with us. The sporting highlights are straight ahead. Good morning, sporting fans. Cricket, lovely cricket. West Indies women will take on England in match 20 of the Women's T20 World Cup 2024 at the Dubai International Cricket Stadium in Dubai later today. The upcoming game will certainly decide the top two teams going forward in the tournament. Currently, West Indies are in the third spot and they have a better net run rate than England and second-placed South Africa. Even South Africa cannot take the game for granted, as a hefty defeat can send them out of the tournament, with South Africa hoping for the same seating outside. England have won 3 games, playing as many, and they are perched atop the points table. On the other hand, the Caribbean side needs to win this game at any cost to make it to the playoffs. The Dubai International Stadium usually favors the batters, but when it comes to pace bowlers, they can generate substantial pace from the pitch. Besides, there is little help available for the spinners, with not ample turn and offer. However, they can rely on the extra bounce of the pitch which can go in their favor. Now, on the weather front, the skies will be clear with no rain threat during the game. And finally, a review from last day before's match, West Indies versus Sri Lanka. Brandon King and Evan Lewis powered the West Indies to a commanding 5-wicket victory over Sri Lanka in the opening match of the 3-match T20 International Series in Dambulla on Sunday. The duo's explosive partnership at the top of the order laid the foundation for the West Indies to chase down Sri Lanka's total of 179 with 5 balls to spare. Chasing 180 for victory, King and Lewis put on a blistering 107-run opening stand of just 55 balls, propelling the West Indies to 74 runs in the power play and setting the tone for the remainder of the chase. King, who was named the player of the match and match MVP, top scored with a stylish 63, while Lewis smashed a quick-fire 50. The partnership effectively nullified the efforts of Sri Lanka's middle-order batters, Kamindu Mendis, who made 51, and Charith Asalanka, 59, who had earlier helped the hosts to a competitive total. West Indies will take confidence from this victory as they head into the second match of the series, with Brandon King and Evan Lewis' dominant opening partnership proving to be the key in their comfortable win. That's the sports at this time. Stay with us. The weather forecast is up next, which will be followed by a recap of the headlines.
If you are 50 years and over or turning 50 in 2024, our 50-plus car insurance is perfect for you. It's loaded with free benefits like loss of use, special perils, and windscreen cover up to $2,500. Getting to 50 is filled with ups and downs. Let's celebrate these moments together and look forward to 50 more. Call Beacon Insurance at 440-4447 or log on to beacongrenada.com to get a free quote today. Special conditions apply.
And folks, for the latest weather forecast, we now join forecaster Trisha Miller at the Met Office of the MBIA. Good morning, Trisha.
Good morning to you. Good morning to you listeners of GBN. It's a fair morning here at the airport. Winds are from the east at 8 miles per hour. Barometric pressure 1014.8 millibars, which is above the mean, and it is rising. Present temperature 28.7 degrees Celsius. Relative humidity 82%. Yesterday's maximum temperature was 32.3 degrees Celsius, and the minimum temperature last night was 26.4 degrees Celsius. Over the past 24 hours, only a trace of rainfall was recorded here at the MBIA, hence the total for the month remains at 54.6 millimeters. Now the public forecast valid for today and tonight for Grenada, Carriacou, and Petite Martinique. The weather is expected to be partly cloudy with a few light isolated showers. Winds east, northeasterly to easterly at 10 to 20 miles per hour. Today's maximum temperature is expected to get up to 32.5 degrees Celsius. Seas moderate, waves 4 to 6 feet in open waters. Tides will be low around 8 a.m. and high about 2 p.m. Sunset this evening at 5:48. Sunrise tomorrow morning at 5:57. So just to recap, the weather is expected to be partly cloudy with a few light isolated showers. From the Met Office, Trisha Miller.
Thank you very much, Trisha. Have yourself a wonderful day now.
Thank you, and same to you.
Folks, the weather forecast came to you with the kind compliments of Rennick & Thompson Company Limited.
Get money where you are, bonus anywhere you are, send money over with Western Union. This is Whoa, oh, oh, oh. This is Whoa. It's Western Union. Send to your friends and your family. With Western Union, we're moving money. No matter where you are never far. Get money where you are, bonus anywhere you are, send money over. Move it for better.
Western Union, moving money for better.
It's 5 minutes after 7 o'clock. To end the news, a recap of the headlines. The government refutes claims of privatization of hospitals. The Education Ministry requests that teachers report to work as normal. In the region, the new cannabis industry in Barbados facing banking issues. Internationally, Israel intensifies assault on northern Gaza amidst growing fears of a siege. And in sports, Westerners women to take on England today in a very important match. And we heard that Brandon King and Evan Lewis, the explosive duo, landed Westerners to a comfortable 5-wicket win over Sri Lanka in the first T20, the 3-match series. That has been the morning edition of news for today, Tuesday, October 15th, 2024. On behalf of the entire news department, I'm Gordon Joseph, thanking you for listening, wishing you a productive day, and extending the invitation to you to stick and stay with the network, because we are with you anywhere and everywhere.
Grenada is invited to be a part of the National Heroes Day commemoration on Saturday, October 19th, 2024 at Progress Park in St. Andrew from 9:30 a.m. to 12 midday. National Heroes Day will be commemorated under the theme Unity in commemorating our heroes, past, present, and future. Speakers at the National Heroes Day commemoration will include the Honorable Deacon Mitchell, Prime Minister of Grenada, and the Honorable Ralph Gonzalez, Prime Minister of St. Vincent and the Grenadines. An exciting and entertaining cultural package will form part of the celebrations. Organize your groups now and let's make this a most memorable event in recognition of the sacrifices and achievements of our national heroes. Free transportation will be provided. National Heroes Day Commemoration 2024, Saturday, October 19th, Progress Park in St. Andrew.
And so it begins, a journey like none other. Every moment has the potential to be unforgettable. Bring home a piece of the tropical green forest with every emerald. Capture the sparkling light of flawless water in a diamond. Make the sunrise and sunsets last forever. With precious colored gemstones, the essence of happiness is in our most precious memories. So, when it all comes to an end, bring home something that will last forever. Colombian Emerald International. Bring home more than a memory.
May I have your attention, please? This is a message from IMCORT, an initiative under Caritas Grenada. We are geared on improving community resilience together. Let's prepare for the hurricane season.
First things first, let us talk about the basic emergency supplies that you may need during a disaster preparation. You don't need to buy expensive gears. Just focus on the essentials. Here are a few items that you may need. Water. Aim for at least 1 gallon per person daily for at least 3 days and store them in clean, food-graded containers. Purchase non-perishable foods like canned food, dry pasta, peanut butter, etc. Ensure to have enough food supply for at least 3 days. First aid kit. Ensure that your first aid kit has bandages, antiseptics, pain relievers, and any prescribed medication. Flashlights and batteries. Power outages are common during a disaster, so reliable light is essential. Manual can opener. You don't want to be stuck with canned food during a disaster with no way to open it.
Everyone should have a whistle and a powered battery radio. The whistle is to signal if you're in trouble, and the radio is to keep us connected if cell services go down.
Remember, you can build this kit over time. Just start with the basics and add as you go on.
Improving community resilience together.
This is a message from IMCOTS.
Where are you come out? Where are you from? How was leave free promotion? It is all budget. Somebody send out the warning.
All right, welcome viewers and listeners to the conversation this morning. And of course, you can see I'm all bright and smiling because I've got with me a beautiful young lady this morning. I'm speaking of none other than Miss Jacqueline Alexis. She's the chairperson for the Celebrations Committee. And this morning, we're here to talk primarily about Heroes Day celebration that's coming up on the 19th of October, a big event to be held at the Progress Park in St. Andrew. Good morning, Jackie.
Good morning. Thank you for that introduction. I like the idea of young.
Well, of course, there are two young people on the set here this morning. Yeah, very young. How are you doing?
I'm doing very well, thank you. It's good to see you.
I can see that. Your sitting here this morning brings back fond memories of the days of old, when, you know, but nonetheless.
That seems like a long time ago.
Not so long. It's just about 15 years. Yeah. It's not so long ago. So, the National Celebrations Committee, I am seeing some things that are coming out from that organization, and it's quite notable. I know it's not directly, but the committee would have spearheaded that event that occurred on Sunday last, just the awarding of the farmers and so forth. It must be a derivative from. Well,
yeah, it's not actually the National Celebrations Committee that's doing that. That's coming out of the Ministry of Agriculture. In fact, they're celebrating farmers.
Yeah, but 50 farmers. It's all part of the 50.
It's all still part of the 50th anniversary. It's all still part of the 50th anniversary. But yeah, so much has happened over the last sort of about a year or so with the launching of, the 50th anniversary and all of the independence celebrations and all of that. And they've all kind of got gelled together in some way. But, it's all about celebrating our 50th year of independence and making it something to remember. So, most things have been linked to the 50th in some way.
Yeah, the mere fact that 50 farmers are 50, so it's all coinciding. So, tell me, how have things been as it relates to the 50th anniversary celebration. It's, usually you celebrate an anniversary for a day, but we're celebrating an entire year.
For a year.
All right, and how is that going?
I think that I wouldn't be wrong in saying that it's been quite a year of activities from the launch last October or November, I think, right through to Independence Day itself, which was a spectacular day.
Yeah.
And then the monthly parish events. Currently, St David's is having its parish activities, which is what the 50th partly was about there with on Sunday. The celebrations in St David's. And St David's celebrations kind of rounds off the year for us now. So we're coming to a close.
Okay.
And moving into the 51st.
Right. Okay. Now, part of the celebrations on a large scale this year, I noticed that a lot of emphasis, even from last year, it started the Heroes Day celebration where we would last year we didn't identify any heroes. We thought that reflect, and then we have a year in which we can start identifying our heroes and celebrating them.
Right.
How are plans on that going?
Okay, so as you said, last year was the inaugural National Heroes Day. And in addition to National Heroes Day, we also commemorated October 19th. And honoured those who would have perished on that day and the whole historic importance of that. But no, we did not announce any heroes. No heroes were announced. And it's interesting that you say that, because this morning on my way here, I heard somebody on the radio speaking about the 50th commemorative note, the $50 note, and that we've got two heroes on it. And he had a lot of other things to say, which I won't go into, but I thought the one thing that came to me was, actually, they are not there as heroes. They are there because they were significant figures in the last 50 years of the history of Grenada. And Kirani's on it also.
Yeah.
As, again, somebody who, within the last 50 years, has had a significant impact.
I think I would like to take the opportunity and say that Kirani has been the biggest marketer of Grenada for the last 50 years.
Well, yes, some may say that.
Yeah.
And so I just wanted to make the point that actually that Geary and Bishop being on the note, they are not there as national heroes. They are there as significant figures within the last 50 years. Government have not yet named any heroes. The Prime Minister will be speaking on Saturday at the National Heroes Day event. I suspect he's going to make some announcements about moving forward in terms of how, naming national heroes, and also about the establishment of Heroes Park, which is something he had promised would be coming. So I suspect we'll get some updates on that at the weekend. But national heroes have not been named yet.
Right. Yeah, and rightfully so, because I also saw a clip with a gentleman speaking via social media. Of course, that's where everybody voice concerns, and it seems to be, it could be, if it's not managed and handled properly, it could be a rather contentious issue if it is not engaging and consultative enough. That it could be a contentious issue. So
I agree.
I do know that a lot of wisdom would be used and in the selection process.
Exactly, and that's why we have not rushed into doing so.
Good. So come Saturday the 19th, you're going to my home parish.
Our home parish.
Oh, yes. Yeah, ours. Yeah, and could you give us a brief rundown as to that day in particular?
Sure. Yes, we Progress Park, as you said, and the whole day it's only a morning event, so it's only a 2-hour program, and it's deliberately so because it is the 19th of October, and we want to enable members of the public to be able to go away and have their own commemoration in whatever way they choose to do so, related to the 19th. But I think what's important for us to recognise is that, yes, it's the 19th of October, but it's also National Heroes Day. And the 19th of October, neither one is overshining the other, so to speak. Both are being celebrated, both are being commemorated. There will be a section, a remembrance section, let's put it like that, a remembrance ceremony where we will honour by the calling of the names of those who would have perished. There would be a symbolic laying of wreaths. There will be a gun salute, playing of the last post, and all of this. And so that's a section of the morning's programme. And then the rest of the programme, we'll have some cultural presentations, some poetry, which I'm very excited about, some spoken word. And spoken word is something that's becoming quite a thing in Grenada now. Yeah. We have some very talented poets in Grenada, and very excited about that.
Grenadians are just surfacing in all.
Absolutely.
Really.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know, I keep, when I hear certain things, when I look at the number of local people who are writing books and publishing books, I'm starting, where were these talents before? Why were they not coming to the fore?
Did you go to the books show on Saturday?
No, I didn't. I couldn't.
Yeah, so we've got a lot of published authors, which is really interesting because they have published and they have several books. And so, yes, it's really exciting to see other aspects of the arts coming out, and spoken word is one of them. So we have some spoken word artists with us on Saturday. In addition, of course, we have National Folk Group who will be there. We have Rainbow City All Stars, Pan Band, and we're going to have also Black Wizard will be with us, and Scholar will be with us. The highlights, I guess, the Prime Minister will give an address, but our featured speaker this year is the Honourable Ralph Gonsalves, Prime Minister of St Vincent and the Grenadines, and we're really looking forward to that because he is quite an animated speaker.
I love to hear him talk. Just last night I was, doing some meds, and I had the luxury of looking at some clips on TV with a parliamentary debate between a clash with him and the opposition leader, and I was like, this guy is just, I love him. Yeah. We think we have drama in politics in Grenada. Go to St Vincent, man.
Absolutely. I was very excited about his address because we know he's a speaker that people like to listen to, and he's interesting and inspiring, and we're really excited about that. So
there's also something that is quite notable as well, the fact that I always, from even my youthful years, understanding the history and so forth of Grenada, I always thought that the 19th should have been a holiday. And we actually got it this year.
You've got it. Well, you've got it moving forward.
Yes.
It's declared and been gazetted that it is now a national holiday, but it also is National Heroes Day.
Right.
So it has huge significance now for the country.
Okay. Some folks are concerned about transportation to and from the event.
No need to be concerned. This is something we always do when National Celebration Committee, anytime we have an event, we always provide free transportation. We understand it's a holiday, so there's no, the buses are not running on that level. So free buses are available. Speak to your parliamentary office or your constituency office, and they've all been given the opportunity to have at least 3 buses. Let's fill the buses. Let's get people into Progress Park and have a good morning together. The theme this year is unity in commemorating our heroes, past, present, and future.
Yes.
Because in the next 50 years, when you and I are no longer here, we will still be having our National Heroes Day, and by that point we will have named, I guess, a number of heroes. But as I always say, heroes are don't just kind of get plucked out of the air. There has to be some significant impact made. And so the announcing of heroes is not something that would happen every year. Yes, the day will come, and yes, we will mark it, but it's not that every year you're going to get a national hero announced necessarily, because it's, you know, I mean, heroes, like we say, there's still heroes to come.
All right.
You know, so...
I want to put you on the spot as my
no, don't do that.
Don't do that to me.
Don't do that to me.
Who does that?
My very English voice, don't do that to me.
Any hints as to who might be your first named hero?
Oh, gosh, no. I wouldn't dream of preempting the Prime Minister on that one. In fact, well, I'm being honest, I have no idea at this point. And I suspect it probably wouldn't be announced until 2025, hopefully with the establishment of National Heroes Park.
Okay.
So, no, I can't answer that. But what we are doing on Saturday, given that we are in St Andrews, we will be recognising a number of St Andrews residents who would have made some significant impact in the parish, so within their community, by extension the parish, by extension the country. But they are specifically St Andrews. There'll be maybe about 5 or 6 of them, from farmer to sports person, you know, somebody who may have been working with young people in the community, in sports and so on, culture, so we'll
I hope the African teller can get that.
African teller.
Yeah. Mr. Winston Glasgow.
Yes, gone but not forgotten.
Yeah, and that's his hometown.
Yes, of course it is, yes.
All right.
Well, there'll be other occasions.
Yes, okay. All right, so is there anything else you'd like to add?
Just to encourage the country, you know, please, people come out. This is for everyone. Nobody is excluded from this. You're asking for people to wear something white, and let's light up Progress Park, and let's come together, let's unify, let's come together. That's why the theme is unity. Yeah. Unity in commemorating our heroes, past, present, future. So let's come together and do that. So the invitation is to all.
And just in case you're wondering, because as Jackie said earlier, people have their own personal way of commemorating and celebrating and whatever. So hence the reason that event, it's only for 2 hours.
All right. Yeah, it's just for the morning, and
starts at 9.
We're starting 9:30, so we're asking people to be in the park for 9:30, yes, it's to enable people to be able to go away and have their own. I mean, you know, we know that there are a lot of people who still want to be able to commemorate and remember their loved ones that they lost, and that whole period of the revolution. So it's an opportunity for people to go on and have that time.
Jackie, I'll see you at Progress Park on Saturday.
I'm happy to hear that.
Thank you
I look forward to seeing you there.
For gracing me with your presence this morning.
My pleasure.
As always.
Thank
Folks, that's it. We'll be back with more conversation after these messages. Don't you go anywhere.
be a part of the National Heroes Day commemoration on Saturday, October 19th, 2024 at Progress Park in St. Andrew from 9:30 a.m. to 12 midday. National Heroes Day will be commemorated under the theme Unity in commemorating our heroes, past, present, and future. Speakers at the National Heroes Day commemoration will include the Honorable Deacon Mitchell, Prime Minister of Grenada, and the Honorable Ralph Gonzalez, Prime Minister of St. Vincent and the Grenadines. An exciting and entertaining cultural package will form part of the celebrations. Organize your groups now and let's make this a most memorable event in recognition of the sacrifices and achievements of our national heroes. Free transportation will be provided. National Heroes Day commemoration 2024, Saturday, October 19th, Progress Park in St. Andrew.
Welcome back to the conversation. It's 30 minutes after 7 o'clock. As you can see, this morning is just my morning. Only beautiful ladies with me this morning. Marissa Williams.
Yes.
She is the marketing officer at the Grenada Cooperative League.
Yes.
And as you know, Credit Union Day, International Credit Union Day, is on this Thursday. And the league is usually that body that spearheads that, because the league is sort of overlooking all the credit unions and so forth. Good morning, Miss Williams.
Good morning, good morning.
How are you?
I am fantastic.
Well, it's good to see you so bright this early in the morning. Usually this early ladies are still kind of out of under the bed and under the sheets and so forth, but you're up and alive.
All right.
Credit Union Day is on Thursday, and I'd like to, before we get into the day itself, what's the role of the league?
So the league, as you rightly said a while ago, the league is actually the apex body for all cooperatives in Grenada. So we have 10 credit unions in Grenada. All the credit unions are under the league, as well as the non-financial cooperatives. So you have SUBIs, the fishermen cooperatives, and we work along with others who are not affiliates. So we are the overall body, both financial, credit unions are financial cooperatives, and the non-financial cooperatives.
Okay. Well, I worked with the league. Not with the league, but the department for quite a while. So the folks at the Granville Fisher, the Subis fishermen,
yes,
and so forth. Quite a number of the cooperatives I know. I know the league works hand in hand with the department. In your opinion, the non-financial cooperatives, how would you say they're progressing in Grenada at the moment?
In all honesty, we have some that are ahead, and
like
then we have some definitely.
Yes, CTEC is more than a cooperative to me, man.
And then you have those, having issues, and it's not just, what I notice is not just in Grenada, because when we have workshops with leagues in the region, in the OECS, you notice it's an issue throughout the region. So some of the issues that you think affecting Grenada, it's not just unique to Grenada. So you tend to find a bit of that right through the Caribbean.
And I blame administrations for that. I don't think enough educational drive is put into it for people to understand the power of cooperatives.
And this year we had a wonderful initiative. We were working along with the Department of Cooperatives for International Day of Cooperatives when Hurricane Beryl came.
Okay.
So we had sort of something like a fair showcasing in front of the Esplanade Mall, but then Beryl came, so we had to put it aside.
Yeah.
And then time is going and all of that. But we are, because 2025 is carded as the year for cooperatives again next year. So cooperatives should be something big, at least I know from the government's perspective.
Okay.
And at the league, we're definitely going to work to promote awareness of cooperatives, not just the financial ones, the credit unions, but the non-financial ones. Yeah. And we have been working along with the department, training sessions and all of that.
Okay, that's good. All right, so Credit Union Day comes up on Thursday. What are the plans from the league's perspective?
Right, so it's International Credit Union Day, so the credit unions in Grenada will be joining the credit unions worldwide. But what we've noticed in Grenada, we do it a little bit different. We had a OECS summit in Dominica, I attended, and some of the staff at other leagues, they want to come to our Credit Union Day celebration. They're expressing interest when they look at the videos, the different events that we host. So we'll be doing the usual rally and a march pass, of course. So you'd see us marching from Ariza car park through the town.
Okay, you're saying you'd see us as I would be holding the flag.
You're holding the flag. Lovely.
I at the head of the park.
So we're marching from Ariza's car park. And wonderful news, both teachers and public servants have been given time off to participate. So the credit unions, 9 out of the 10 credit unions will be participating.
Okay. Which one is not?
They usually come, but they don't do in the march gateway.
Oh, okay, right.
Yes, they're coming along
because of the Christ-like. They don't participate in such.
But some of the members actually still come. To the we even have one of their members who volunteers with the league in these events to help us sometimes with the bar, with the logistics and all of that. Okay. So we get participation there. So we'll be marching from Ariza onto Melville Street over to the stadium. The competition is judged. We lost one of our staff a couple months ago, Michelle.
Yeah.
So the March Pass this year, we even renamed the trophy the Michelle Alexis March Pass. So we're doing that March Pass in honor of Michelle Alexis. And she loved the match.
Yeah,
if she could get to hold both ends of the banner, she would.
She was just that. God knows what he does, He takes the good one and say, yeah, come on.
So and then we go over to the stadium. Then we have the official ceremony. We must have remarks from our president, Mr. Cadet. We have a credit union song that we got from Birch Grove Credit Union some years ago. I think Rhythm Mix remixed it. So it's a sort of calypso soca. It's not too fast, but it's not too slow. So that's why I mix it.
Come on, Nodley, send that song for me.
And yes, I believe it's Rhythm Mix. Yeah. So the DJ who usually works with us for the event always has that song. We have the Credit Union Prayer. Then we always have a moment of silence for the Credit Union members we lost from last year to present. We award our match pass. As usual, we have lunch. Credit Union members, you come for your lunch. We have entertainment again by New Dimensions. The Steel Orchestra is sponsored by Nexa, one of our credit unions.
Okay.
So we're showcasing our own. And then we have other entertainment, people look forward to. Apple eating. We used to have beer drinking, and they asked where the mall. Then the women want a shandy drinking. So we have different competitions. Something sort of like a little harvest.
Okay.
And they also win prizes throughout the month as well. We have specials from a dentist offering 10% off throughout Credit Union month. We also have other businesses offering specials. But sometimes Credit Union members forget and then they come in November. Can I have the special?
Yeah, it's too late. Yeah.
Also with us this year, Coca-Cola. We must say thank you for their donations towards the event. Grenada Bottling Company, thank you. And Flow Grenada. And Flow Grenada will be there at the event. And you definitely get some text blast from Flo. I believe it's tomorrow and Thursday morning.
Flo will be delivering some specials.
Some specials there. Okay. If you need top up, any other thing, they're usually there. Flo works well along with us. So we must say thank you for that. Because sometimes you advertise and then businesses come. Yeah. And Flo never.
Yeah.
Flow and Bottling Company, I must say.
Partners for life.
And then we also have a live band at the event. We have a few artists. And then we have trivia questions, about the movement throughout the day. And then we also have a credit union celebrating their 60th anniversary this year, the Communal Credit Union.
Okay.
So we have a lot of activities. Even sometime last week, Grenville Credit Union officially launched their debit card. So now we have 4 credit unions with debit cards.
Okay. Morning, Mr. Devon Charles.
Good morning.
Visionary guy.
So that was a milestone great achievements on the Grenville Credit Union's part.
I mean, if people know the progression of Grenville Credit Union, right? I remembered it from, when it was this small and watch it evolve, and now it's...
I know we have a branch in that place. I usually mix... Is it Regent Mall? Close to Food Fair, the Food Fair complex. So they have a branch in Grenada.
Yes, Grenada.
And then, so they, so
what one right in town here too,
on Lucas Street there. So we had a number, Ariza even had it was a financial wellness series or clinic as the month started. This year, we're not forgetting Carriacou. We were wondering, should we have? We went up initially we have a brand called Grenada Credit Union. So it's the umbrella brand for all the credit unions under the league. So we have a brand specifically for credit unions.
Oh, okay.
So we went up to give out hampers, Carriacou, PT Martinique. People were so happy when they saw what were in the hampers because we had a lot of pain relief medication, baby items. So we're going up, they ask us, are we going to have something? We want something. So we're not going to have the matching Carriacou this year.
For obvious reasons.
We can't walk through the tongue.
Yeah.
We're still going on the tennis court. We know the tennis court is a bit clean, but we're going to put on our tents. We're going to make best use of the situation. We're still going to have the entertainment, the string band. We're going to have some remarks. We even have a gentleman from COPF Insurance, Mr. Fritz, who's going to be coming to Grenada to go to Carriacou with us for Credit Union Day.
Okay.
All right, so we're not forgetting Carriacou this year. We just changed it up a little, but Carriacou is not forgotten.
Okay. All right. So, folks, you hear that? Wow, so happy for the Grenville Credit Union. Progress is in process. That's good. Folks, we still doing a giveaway?
Yes, we have a giveaway compliments the same COPF Insurance. So
you want to ask a question?
What's question? Let's not make it too difficult.
Yeah.
Let me see. What's the theme for this year's Credit Union Day celebration? I don't think we mentioned it earlier, but if they're paying attention,
we've been talking about
it. Yes.
Yesterday, Josephine spoke about it. So you know the number 435-2041, and you can win yourself a prize. Compliments the league.
COPF Insurance.
We're
also an agent for COPF Insurance.
Okay.
Yes.
So give me a call 435-2041. What is the theme for this year's Credit Union Day celebrations? Give us a call 435-2041 and win yourself a fabulous prize. Yeah, this one was a bit impromptu, right? You were not expecting this, so.
But once we come bearing gifts.
And it's the season. It's the season for sharing as well, yes? The Christmas season is creeping up.
And if you notice, probably we can even make 2 gifts.
Yeah, so we've got
we have a tumbler, and we have
a bag. Let's go to the phone line. Good morning, caller. Welcome. Okay, we lost that call. 435-2041. What is the theme for this year's Credit Union Day celebrations? Let's go to the telephone line. Good morning, caller.
Good morning.
Hi, welcome to the program. Do you think you have the answer for us?
I think so.
Let's hear it.
Unity is strength.
Unity is strength. And no, that was Steve Theodore's song a long time ago. Good morning, Steve. You got to try again. 435-2041. What is the theme for this year's Credit Union Day celebrations? And just like that, as a matter of fact, we have 2 prizes that we're going to give out. Maybe in the interest of time, we might just make it into one.
Okay.
Yeah. Let's go back to the telephone line. So, just like that, you can win yourself the bag and the
bag and the tumbler.
Good morning, caller.
Good morning.
Welcome to the program.
Yes, thank you.
Tell me, what's the theme for this year's celebrations?
One world through cooperative finance.
Wonderful.
Wow. Okay, wow. So, that's awesome. You stay right on the line. I'll take your information and we'll be back with you shortly. Okay? Stay right there.
Thank you.
All right, the number, let's say congratulations to Anne Louis Charles of Fontenoy in St. George. And that was a very attentive listener throughout the conversations that we were having. So what we doing? We're giving out one prize? Or?
Well, I put it in one.
You put it in one.
Yeah,
so that's it. Okay, that's it for the quiz. All right, so congratulations again, Anne Louis Charles. And as we wrap, quickly give us a run through again of what to expect on Thursday, the time and everything.
So it's International Credit Union Day celebrations this Thursday at the National Stadium car park. We're starting the march at Ariza's car park from 1 p.m. If you're a little late, you know some of the buses coming down, River Sally people, everybody coming down. So we'll wait a little for you, but try to be on time.
Yeah.
And we head over to the National Stadium. You hear remarks, you have entertainment, of course you have food, you have drinks. And as people would say, do we have to buy the food? I said, no, it's your credit union giving back to you. Yeah. We're celebrating. So see you on Thursday. Please be on time. And thank you very much.
The pleasure is always ours to have you here. So, folks, it's this Thursday at the starting 1 o'clock at the Ariza car park, marching through Melville Street onto the Q. James Athletic Stadium for that grand celebration of International Credit Union Day. See you then. We'll be back after this. Don't you go anywhere.
Thanks. The long Thanksgiving weekend. Legends Promotions presents the 18th annual Hubbard's Legends in Concert, Saturday, October 26th, Grenada Trade Center at 7:30 p.m. Featuring the 1980 Calypso Monarch Survivor. Together with Stubbles. 10 times Calypso Monarch Scholar. Alongside Luther, Tobago Kuso, and 7 times Soca and 10 times Road March King. Super Blue. Super Blue. Tickets cost $16 and are available at all Gittins Healthcare Pharmacies, Wall Street, Grenville, and Gual, Springs Shopping Center, St. David's Pharmacy, Clear Vision Eye Care Center, on the Carinage, and Gittins Pharmacy, St. George's. It's the 18th annual Hubbard's Legends in Concert, Saturday, October 26th, Thanksgiving weekend, Grenada Trade Center, 7:30 p.m. You can't afford to miss this one.
Are you looking for a reliable, affordable, and customer-friendly pharmacy? Look no further than Hills and Valley Pharmacy, the nation's leading healthcare products and services provider. We are committed to serving you at convenient locations. Find an extensive and affordable selection of prescription and over-the-counter drugs and medical supplies at Church Street, Hillsborough, Carriacou, Jubilee Street, Grenville, St. Andrew, near the bus terminal, and Halifax and Grenville Street, St. George. Our committed team is always available to offer valuable assistance for managing your health and wellness. Discover the additional benefits of our wholesale distribution on Halifax Street and our Medcare Center on Grenville Street, where we provide in-house physiotherapy, massage therapy, doctor consultations, and eye care services. Our commitment is to satisfy all your healthcare needs, including competitive prices, loyalty rewards, and special discounts for seniors. Contact us at 435-6904 and WhatsApp 535-4734. Choose Hills and Valley Pharmacy. Remember, your health is our business.
All of Grenada is invited to be a part of the National Heroes Day commemoration on Saturday, October 19th, 2024 at Progress Park in St. Andrew from 9:30 a.m. to 12 midday. National Heroes Day will be commemorated under the theme Unity in commemorating our heroes, past, present, and future. Speakers at the National Heroes Day commemoration will include the Honorable Deacon Mitchell, Prime Minister of Grenada, and the Honorable Ralph Gonzalez, Prime Minister of St. Vincent and the Grenadines. An exciting and entertaining cultural package will form part of the celebrations. Organize your groups now and let's make this a most memorable event in recognition of the sacrifices and achievements of our national heroes. Free transportation will be provided. National Heroes Day Commemoration 2024, Saturday, October 19th, Progress Park in St. Andrew.
Welcome back, viewers and listeners, to the conversation, and it's now 11 minutes on to 8 o'clock. We've got 11 minutes in which we can talk. Tell me, what is it you want to talk about this morning? I will not spark any deep conversation because of the time. We wouldn't get full execution, so I'll give you the preference to call in and speak about anything that you think is of concern. Again, I want to make a call to you now. The folks inside of La Pastora in St. David, they're complaining that the water was disrupted and they were not informed. So we have a situation where children and adults are not able to do their normal things on morning, get ready for school and work. Good morning, caller.
Hi, good morning, Innocent. How are you doing?
I am doing fine. How about you?
I'm blessed, man. I really want to thank I think it's Jackie, the first host you had.
Yes, Jacqueline Alexis.
By explaining the faces and the dollar note and the $50 note. You see, we have it as serious, but she explained that is the contribution these people and them make in this country, and I'm happy to hear that this morning. Okay. And I would like to see some blood donors and the hero sheet, because when I see a young man from Carriacou, house breakdown, everybody know what happened in Carriacou with the stamp, and that man braved the rough seas, to come down in our hospital to donate a pint or two blood. Indeed, blood donors are heroes.
Okay.
So I would like to see one or two of them on the sheet. Thank you. Have a good day. Love you.
Love you too. Bye-bye. Thanks. 9 minutes on to 8 o'clock. Good morning. The folks on the western side of the island, good morning to you. Hope you all are doing fine. Let's go back to the telephone line. Good morning, caller. Okay, caller, get that sorted out. The number 435-2041. 8 minutes on to 8 o'clock. Good morning to all the immigration officers of the nation. Sergeant Dunbar, Karen Dunbar, good morning to you. Hope you're doing fine. Good morning, caller.
Good morning, Innocent.
Hi, welcome to the program.
Thank you. I have a difficulty in understanding the real reason behind the teachers wanting to or threatening to strike or not showing up in classes. The simple reason, for how many years
the teachers, have been striking. I mean, they've been getting support. Remember the walk to rule? As soon as the government went into power, they gave them that money. Opposition and everybody else, and they said the court rule that they shouldn't get, but the government went ahead and they gave them the money. Now we have teachers that used to go to college maybe for 3 years. The government had made it possible so they can go to college full time and be qualified in 2 years. And for that, they have to get temporary teachers to replace them and pay them. If the government have started with the late payment and they give you a time as to when they might conclude, what is the real reason behind the strike? I have difficulties in understanding. Let us all look out for each other. At the end of the day, Grenada belongs to us. How many of them they say, take back or let me give back the government what is due to them when I'm late for school? And they are always late, doing other little things on the job when they shouldn't. Come on, let good sense prevail. Have a great day, Mr. Gordon, and thank you for your time.
Thank you. Have a good one. All right. Great point. Okay, I want to say happy birthday to you, Zachary Lewis of Tilleries, and also Cheyenne Edwards of Maddy's in St. Patrick. You're celebrating today. You've got greetings coming from all your family members and friends. Enjoy it in full style. Good morning.
Good morning, Mr. Innocent. How are you?
I am alive and thankful. Welcome.
Good. I just want to ask or find out what is the real reason behind the no entry sign on that little that hill where we are being diverted by the Green Street Preschool. From yesterday, there was a no entry sign there, and it's still there, and vehicles are able to pass. I'm wondering what is the real reason behind putting the no entry sign to go down that hill, that everybody has to go up the top and swing down to the other side and then come across the cable and wireless side. Is there a reason for that? That's what I really want to ask the RGPF this morning. Okay.
All right. Folks from the RGPF, especially the traffic department, I know you usually on GBN on Thursdays. However, it would be a good idea if you can make some clarifications on that. Good morning, caller. Welcome.
Good morning, Innocent. How are you?
I am alive and thankful. Welcome to the program.
All right. The caller before this last caller, it is so hypocritical of some of us Grenadians. Under another administration, it was all right for the teachers to strike. There was no problem, and you understood the reason why. No, you don't understand why. You don't understand what they're striking for. They made it clear what the disagreement is about. So why now come to try to make the teachers look bad? The president of the teachers union is a public apologist for the government, so he would not do anything to jeopardize it, So I'm trying to figure out what is what is our problem. The teachers made it clear why they are taking industrial action.
Okay.
Right? And in terms of the $50 note, Innocent, personally speaking, if I had anything to do with it, Morris Bishop would have been on it, and not Eric Henry, the dictator. Finally, in April of this year, the Prime Minister led a delegation to Cuba. They visited a factory where they produce statues and busts and so on. And we were informed that by Heroes Day this year, a number of busts or statues would be erected in the Heroes Park, in the Camahan area. Can you update us on what is happening with that project?
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you, caller. Thank you very much. Let's go over to a WhatsApp call. Good morning, caller.
Yeah, good morning, Innocent.
Welcome to the program.
Why people making noise about the $50? They put them for a reason. When Gary behaved bad, the Bishop just run him away again, right?
Okay.
All right. Innocent, what I want to say, last night I was very disappointed in JVN. You know what I mean? I came home early for me to listen to an interview, and JVN promised the people that they will be able to call in, they give numbers, all kind of thing. You know what I mean? Listen to the interview, and then I was really disappointed that the callers didn't get a chance to ask questions, because there's a lot of things that the opposition said that definitely could not be debunked. You know what I mean? Is a lot of things that was not true. You know what I mean? You make yourself look good. You know, when you talk about the thing with Blaze was on the chair, I mean, the wheelchair, he did not say that when they went to the convention, and then he put up himself and thing, you know, where he double-crossed Blaze. You know what I mean? He avoid that. When they ask him about Peter David again, you know what I mean, talk about the trust of Peter David. And, you know what I mean? When the GBN have interview like that, you guys need to have what we call a fact check. You know what I mean? You know, like how we have CNN and MSNBC and them.
And I know you're watching them too much. I know that. I know that.
But I was disappointed.
Yeah,
you
okay.
know, I was definitely disappointed.
Well, I'm sorry
anyway,
that you. I'm
college buddy.
I'm sorry you were disappointed, but there's an adage that says disappointment builds character, right? So we'll work on that for next time, okay?
Well, I hope so.
All right. Okay, have a good one, bro. All right, let's take this other one quickly. We've got just a matter of some seconds. Good morning, caller, briefly.
Hi, good morning. Quickly, two things. Well, more misunderstanding and lack of or the inability to understand. 5% of the teachers seem to have a problem, which the government had inherited from before. Steps have been taken to resolve it, and all the nation's children are shut out. I find it difficult to fathom that. You know, if it's a matter that an industrial problem, no, this is a situation that was inherited. It was happening all along for years, but these people are not permanently employed. And progress has been made. Progress is being made, and 5% of them are left unaddressed, and we shut out all the children of Grenada. This is a little bit strange to me. The matter of the Heroes Day, we should never forget October 19th. But when we name it Heroes Day, we are somewhat assuming that everybody who died on the day is a hero. And if we look at the definition of a hero and the criteria used in other jurisdictions for determining who are national heroes, I don't think we can stretch it to say that all these people were heroes. So while it's good to remember the day, we have prejudiced the day. I call it Heroes Day.
Okay.
And many people who died on the day, we can't really say that they were heroes. Unfortunately, they died, and it hurts, it pains, but we should remember them. But to say that they're all heroes by naming that day Heroes Day, to me, is a stretch. That's my take.
Thank you, bro. Have a good one.
Same to you.
Have a good one. Folks, that's it for the program this morning. Thank you for your participation and your company. And if the good Lord spare our lives, we'll have another one tomorrow. Until then, have a good one. Bye-bye. I love you. We've got to join the BBC already in progress.
To help them get